right, man. Let's talk, man. For the most part, Levi Onwuzurike is gonna be out training camp the first 4 weeks. His contract was up. He had a full healthy season last year. I haven't heard specifically what the injury is dealing with him, but we assume that it's his back. And at the end of the day, I think it's time to cut ties. Unless he comes back on a rampage and get a bunch of sacks and make a whole bunch of splash plays, I'm done. I'm done with him. I'm done with Josh Paschal. I'm done with them guys. That's one of the biggest blemishes on Brad Holmes' resume was them two back second round picks. I believe Onwuzurike was his first second round pick, and Paschal was his second round pick. His second round pick, yeah. In the first two drafts, and I'm done. Paschal, you can't. He always broken up, injured. He's a good end to penetrate and stop the run. He provides zero pass rush. He's always almost there, but never gets the quarterback. But Onwuzurike, yeah, I'm done. I'm washing my hands of them, dude. I done seen enough. I mean, they were dependent on him, honestly. Because you don't know what you're going to get back from Aiden Hutchinson coming off the injury. Aleem McNeil, they seem to think that he may be there about the first 4 weeks of the season. Eventually, I think he's going to go on the injury reserve pup list, or, we'll see him sometime November-ish. All right? That's just my belief. Now, they say Mekhi Wingo ended up on there. It could be, maybe a conditioning test or something like that. Him and Miles Frazier could have failed the conditioning test. To me, in my opinion, it ain't even been, if they doing a conditioning test outside, it ain't even been that fucking hot. Dude, I can understand why Miles Frazier's not in shape, honestly. From the simple fact that, you got some bread, you got some bread, you just got drafted. I get it. But if they injured, I mean, it just speaks to the Detroit Lions. Brad Holmes' biggest weakness is, finding the most broke up players. So you think about it, you was dependent on Onwuzurike 1 year prove it deal to fucking prove it. That's the one guy that they probably was like, all right, if he plays well, we can get away with not having getting another pass rusher. We can get by. Because you're not counting on Davenport. You're not counting on Davenport. You ain't counting on Mekhi Wingo. Once again, I don't know if he injured or he failed the conditioning test, but he ain't proved shit. Can't count on Paschal to get a pass rush. I mean, and you're really banking on Aleem McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson coming back off injuries. Like, it's bad, bro. Onwuzurike, man, they should have let that motherfucker walk. And they should have took Mike Green, or they should have found a way to get my James Pierce. But I think that alone wouldn't have been enough, to be honest. Because you can't depend on none of these guys, man. They're often injured. Paschal is often injured. Levi Onwuzurike is often injured. Aleem McNeil coming off an injury. Mekhi Wingo so far, often injured. Marcus Davenport, often injured. These are guys that you're counting on. Like your main players, Aiden Hudson coming off an injury. At the biggest weakness, no matter how good your linebacker and your secondaries are, no matter how good they are, it doesn't matter if you can't get a push. Because believe it or not, your secondary can be average, and if you can get a pass rush, you can win the Super Bowl. Go ask the Eagles, like when they won that Super Bowl with Doug Peterson. Go ask them. They was throwing out corners off the street, and they still won it. So I sit here and I scratch my freaking head, man. I really do. I scratch my head looking at this situation. I scratch it. I legitimately scratch my head looking at this. Because what you banking on is two guys coming off injury, Hutchinson and Lee McNeil. You banking on a guy that ain't never been fucking healthy his whole career, and Marcus Davenport, and you was banking on a guy who we know was healthy for one freaking season in Onwuzurike. He ain't healthy. Then you get into the backups. Makai Wingo, motherfucking been here. He played about, 2-3 games. He ain't been healthy. Josh Paschal, often injured, can't get a sack. Roderick Martin ain't done shit. He probably about to get cut. I mean, for all that, you could have just kept James Houston around this hole, man. Let's just call it what it is. And they want to drag their motherfucking feet on bringing back Za'Darius Smith. You need more than him now. That guy they got out of Ohio State, he ain't gonna be no sack getter. And you going against a treacherous role quarterbacks. You're going against Hurts, Daniels, Mahomes, Jackson, Burrow. And you didn't look at that schedule and be like, yo, it's imperative that we go get a couple guys, Josh Sweat, bring back Smith, draft Pierce, draft Green. It's imperative that it can't be like, oh, what about the guy at Boise State? I don't expect the goddamn thing out of a 5th or 8th round pick from Boise State. If y'all think he gonna do something significant, more credit to you. More credit to you, but this is bad. This shit is horrible. You know, maybe they should start looking at quarterbacks already. This is bad, man. This is real bad. This is bad. I'm telling you, dude. So unless they planning on playing more zone and blitzing more out the zone, if they play man-to-man with that front line, because we know it's inevitable, Davenport going down. I mean, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. You know Josh Paschal going to go down for a while. It's inevitable. And you just really hope that Lee McNeil, being as heavy as he is, he's able to recover. But it's going to be hard for him to recover. You hope Aiden Hutchinson recovers. Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work. But hey, they in trouble. I'll just say that much. They in a lot of fucking trouble. They in a lot of motherfucking trouble. And they know it. So hopefully they smart enough to say, yo, we going to play zone this year. We're going to play a zone defense. And we going to just have to, you know, blitz and just disguise shit. But for right now, you know, even if Hutch play like he played last year, it's just sad. But then again, nobody else picked up Za'Darius Smith neither. But here's some injuries happen. He get picked up. And you just look out there and you be like, I don't know how you optimistic about this one. But hey, they'll find a way. But hey, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere. Peace.